Hey traders, Raghee here. We're going to walk through how to trade during earnings season. Step one is going to be setting up Estimize. Now, Estimize is a free site. There is a free version of it. So at your leisure, head on over to estimize.com. That's the spelling there in the upper left-hand corner, and set up a free account. Once you set up that free account, you're going to follow any stock that you would like to potentially trade for earnings. So for example, here's Apple. It's followed. There's a button right next to the symbol. Click on that and create a list of those symbols that you would like to track for earnings season. One of the main things about Estimize that's going to make your earnings trades even better is the way in which you can prepare for any of these releases. So preparation isn't earnings are 2 days out or even 5 days out. What I'm going to walk you through is the 6-4-2 window. So once you've followed all the stocks, and you can see them here on the left-hand side, all the different stocks that I've followed. And if you're saying, Rog, how do I choose which stocks to follow? Choose the stocks that are high concentration weighted in the S&P, NASDAQ, Dow, technology, semiconductors, consumer discretionary, energy, all those high concentration weighted sectors that are in the indices. So just to give you a list so you have somewhere to start. Follow the stocks, I would say the top 10 in XLK, XLC, XLY, follow the XLE, the SMH, XLV, and XLF. That's going to give you plenty of important stocks to follow. I call earnings the tail wags the dog season because let's take Apple again as an example. It's weighted heavily in the NASDAQ, it's weighted heavily in the S&P, and it's also weighted heavily in the king of sectors, the XLK. XLK is the king of sectors because it's heavily weighted in the Dow, S&P, and the NASDAQ. So you can see the importance of why people pay attention to these Mag 7 names like Apple. They have reverberations that can go far beyond just the stock's volatility. In fact, it can move the NASDAQ, it can move the S&P, and it can move the XLK. The next step is to take a look, and this is the important part, gang, 6-4-2 window. 6 weeks out, 4 weeks out, 2 weeks out. Every one of these numbers means something. 6 weeks is where you want to start looking at symbols that already are moving higher. I only play earnings to the long side. So I want to find things preferably in an uptrend, really between 6 to 4 weeks before earnings. Now think about what the implied volatility or the premium is going to be. If you have a high implied volatility, you're probably inside 1 to 2 weeks. And that's where vol crush or volatility crush can happen. So we avoid this with the 6-4-2 window. The sweet spot is to look for entries about 4 weeks to earnings. And the entries are really simple. I'm going to walk you through how we would look, for example, at Apple. This is the daily chart of Apple. I'm going to point out a few simple things about Apple that will help you with the directional play on this before earnings. The most important part of this, and probably the most unusual part of this, is that when I am playing earnings, and the style that I'm going to teach you is called the rally into earnings or the run up into earnings. So it's very important we find something that is 4 to 6 weeks before earnings bullish. So if earnings on Apple are coming out, and you can see here by looking at the icon below today's candle, go back, for example, 1 month. This is 1 month ago. Is Apple in an uptrend? No. In fact, when did Apple start to look bullish? I'm going to then use 5 green top tier candles. And this is where the magic starts to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now these candle colors are not random. By the time you get your 5th candle, now you're ready to start looking for long calls on a pullback. Now, I want to make sure I'm really no closer than 1 week out from earnings. 14 to 7 days is really when I'm going to have my cutoff. So this particular pullback is within that 1 to 2 week window. And this would be how the entry on Apple would be set up. So you've got your 642. You know that you want Apple to be bullish. Then once it is bullish by the 5 top tier candles, I can start looking for buys in my daily price movement range or whatever support level that you tend to use. I use this volatility range. You can see 2 beautiful entries in the gray zone in Apple. And then as Apple is heading into earnings, which would be this candle right here, I'm going to close out the trade. And you can see right there, that's a nice winner on Apple where you buy it in the 266 area and you're going to basically scale out in this 274 to 275 area. So let's take a look at another symbol. Let's take a look at another example. So let's go back to Estimize. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to scroll through this list. You see how Estimize is going to give me far more than just the earnings that are coming out this week. That's too soon. You're in the implied volatility vol crush window. Your premium is going to be expensive, right? Because anyone who's selling the option or writing it knows this event is coming and they're going to charge a pretty penny for those options. What we want to do is think about, when are these options still a decent value? Well, let's go out roughly 2 to 4 weeks from the current date. And I'm going to scroll down the list until I find a symbol like, well, let's take a look at NVIDIA, right? So I'm outside of that 1 to 2 week window before earnings, and this is when I want to start setting up NVIDIA. Let's go to that chart. Here is the daily chart of NVIDIA. Now, when I think about 642, the 4-week window opened up right in here, and the 6-week window would have been right about here. So I can see that NVIDIA was neutral and breaking out of this bearish structure. So red candles are bearish, yellow candles are neutral, and they're a clear sign of a potential shift. When do I have the shift? Let's go right back to the top tier pro process. I've got 1 green candle, 2, 3, 4, and now I've got my 5th candle. After that 5th candle, I've got the green light to start buying on the dip. Dips could be, again, right into the daily price movement range. We've seen a number of those opportunities. Even take a look at this candle. This would be a dip, knowing that we are still about 3 weeks away from earnings. And I will continue to swing trade, essentially, NVIDIA, keeping in mind that now that it has an uptrend, take a look at the top tier multi-structure. I've got bullish momentum that started on the 14th, and now I continue to see the bullish momentum extend into the current candle. We've got an uptrend here. I will continue to buy the dips. And as price gets closer and closer to the earnings release, which if you take a look at the icon at the bottom of the screen, we've got plenty of time before we get there. This is the cutoff. Before earnings are released, just like in the example of Apple, I want to close out the trade. Now, between now and then, I might have 2 or 3 more opportunities to continue to buy dips in this potential rally into earnings. So by using the Estimize, looking further out, use that 642, find the structure that has at least 5 green top tier candles, and then buy the dips. And this is where the daily price movement range, it's a volatility based support and resistance tool, is fantastic. Notice that the buys in here went up into the gold resistance, right? And we're just looking to do that all over again as price would be expected to climb into that earnings release. But the key here is be flat. Close the entire position out before the release to avoid that vol crush. So this is how I trade earnings. It's a swing trade with a cutoff to the date where most traders get crushed, right? They get crushed by guessing at which way revenue and earnings per share and the call will take it. This is actually going to be a much better risk-managed approach to taking advantage of something we're going to deal with 4 times a year, every year, and follow this process, rinse and repeat.